Hey there. So, you just stumbled on one of my videos. Either you are one of my very few subscribers or the YouTube algorithm showed you my video. Well, anyway, let me introduce myself. My name is Reese. I am non-binary, queer, and asexual. And this video originally was going to be about my coming out story, but the script got way too long for the length of this video. So I guess I'll talk about some things that's been happening in my life recently. Well, this video has been in editing mode for like about 2 months. I originally was going to have it out by the end of June, but life had other plans. I got a new job at a hardware store in the warehouse, and my second day I had to call off because I was in extreme pain. I could barely move and ended up having to be taken to the hospital that night. And then I had to call off my third day of work because I was at the hospital for 14 hours. And then when I got home, I just completely passed out. And there was no way I was able to work with the amount of pain I was still in. That pain did not go away until Sunday. To add on, I did start on a Wednesday. Thursday I called off. Friday had to call off again. I was still in pain Saturday, and that led to Sunday. And then Monday, I already had that day off. But I had to get teeth pulled so I could start getting braces. So I was even in more pain. That did not make sense. But you know what I mean. I was in more pain because I had a bunch of teeth pulled, and I was just recovering from that pain. And then I had to have a doctor's appointment the next day just to follow up to make sure it was gone, which it was an ovarian cyst, was gone. And I was put on birth control, which ended up making me extremely dysphoric for the 5 weeks I was on. And then mid-July, I moved out of my parents' home into a 1-bedroom split house apartment, the duplex thing. I don't even know what to call it because it's not even a normal duplex. Instead of side by side, it's top and bottom. And I got the top, which is fine because I got the attic, but I have to be quiet, which is difficult because in my studio, the floorboards creak, and I'm in my studio way more than I am in my bedroom. So that's not fun. Well, anyway, I was still on the birth control while I was moving in. So for a good long week, I was having breakdowns every night from dysphoria, increased depression, and then just being alone in general. It was not that good. And then when I decided to go off of it, it was mainly my mom who told me to go off of it because she had noticed that I had become more and more distant and less comfortable. And at this point, she hadn't been that supportive of me being non-binary or just trans in general because it's not something that she understood very well. When I came out as bi, she was able to understand that a little bit more. But when I came out as non-binary, it was very difficult for her to understand. But finally, she told me to go off of that and told me to look into some specialists, mainly for a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I don't remember what she told me, was probably both at that point. And then she asked one of her friends, who's a lesbian, actually 2 of her friends, who are both lesbians, if they knew any people who could help me with transitioning. And the one friend sent her a bunch of links to different people who are experts in gender dysphoria and gender identity. But of course, the clinics for those people are an hour and a half away from where I live at the moment. So that was out of the question. So I started doing some digging around to see if there was a Pride clinic nearby, and I found one that's about 40 minutes away. So I was able to schedule an appointment, and in a few days I get to see if I get to start testosterone or not. Hopefully I will, because even though I'm no longer on the birth control pill, my head is still a little bit messed up in the sense of I don't like how my body is right now. Though of course I've been fighting dysphoria with bulking at the moment, which all that bulking is going to the wrong places. So I really hope that fat redistribution, I don't know how to pronounce that word, sorry, when I start testosterone will help me get a little bit less of a figure and more brick-like, because I used to be a brick, and no longer am I a brick. Which is, hey, I can basically say I'm a femboy, but also I don't want a figure that's stuck on my body 24/7. And let's see, more updates is I've actually have gotten more time to write. I've been writing since I was at least 7, I think. I don't entirely know, because younger me was dumb and threw away all of my old stuff. And the one thing I did keep, I currently can't find, because my memory box with all my stuff from my childhood is a mess. And I really don't want to go through it right now. Well, anyway, I've gotten more time to start writing. And about 2 years ago, I think it was 16 or 17, I can't quite remember, I decided I was going to start a short story collection and publish that first, rather than trying to write a full novel or book series or whatever. Well, anyways, I had started multiple short stories, and I had only gotten one done and another half finished before I moved. Now that I technically have more free time, even though I'm working full time, I've been writing a lot more, and now I have 3 short stories finished. One really needs editing work, the rest are fine. But right now I'm currently working 2 at once, because I don't know why, that's just how I work. I can't really focus on one thing at a time for whatever reason. But anyway, I've been working a lot more. Now when it comes to zentangles, I haven't really done a whole lot. This piece that I'm working on right now was done in June. I think that was mid-June when I did this. I was planning to get this video out by the end of Pride Month, because like I said, I wanted this to be, about my coming out story. And when I was writing the script, another thing I was writing, it took up a lot of time, and the script ended up coming out to be 20 to 25 minutes reading aloud. So that was out of the question. Not a whole lot of interesting things have happened in my life, other than the fact that the summertime is the busiest time when it comes to birthdays, because most of my family has summer birthdays. So by the last sibling's birthday, we were all sick of cake. And it was a good cake. It's just eating so much cake in 3 months is a lot. Backstory, I'm the oldest of 9. If you know me, that's not important, but if you don't, that's a big, important part of my life, being the oldest of 9. Now, you would think I'm the oldest of 9, I would be a leader. I am not. I want nothing to do with that. So my sister, who's the second oldest, has taken the reins a lot more than I have. I just kind of sit back and be like, you can do that. I don't want to do anything leader-wise. Recently, I've actually gotten into digital art, and I've been designing some different Pride designs for Redbubble. I've made 2 so far, both on Redbubble at the moment. I think my username is Reese Mars, or you could search up All My Homies Break the Binary, or Think Outside the Binary, and you'll probably find both of those designs. While Redbubble has been a recent endeavor, I have been on Etsy for a few years, and I currently have 2 shops, one for survival bracelets and another one just for art. Neither of them have been super active. I'll occasionally post sales, and I'll occasionally have random listings get likes, but nothing like engagement-wise. It's whatever. I don't mind too much. If it's there, and if anyone buys anything, it's great. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my rambling, and hopefully I will be posting consistently, which I highly doubt because I'm barely consistent about posting on my other social media. Well, I hope you enjoyed my rambling of no reason. I've gone through most of what's been happening recently. Not super interesting, I know. Not the most interesting person in the world. But anyways, good morning, good night, good day, wherever you are. Peace out, and I hope you come back again.